I want us to have a look at a post shared out by Kalonzo Musyoka a few hours ago as I speak. Before we look at the post, let me say this. To those Kenyans who love Rigathi Gachagua, and to those Kenyans who can reach out to Rigathi Gachagua, tell Rigathi he should resign today before he is impeached. If he dilly-dallies, Ruto will impeach him, and not only impeach him, Ruto will jail Rigathi Gachagua if Rigathi fails to resign. And we all know that upon being impeached, he may be blocked from ever contesting or holding any public office. And I'm saying may because in Kenya, our laws are not being followed. If Ruto, in his estimation, sees that Rigathi contesting for the presidency or whichever seat can help in splitting the opposition votes, we might be shocked to find an impeached Rigathi Gachagua on the ballot. But Rigathi should not take chances. If he still has some political ambitions, let him resign before he is impeached. About 4 hours ago, Kalonzo shared out this. Kalonzo Musyoka, it is very unfortunate that instead of consoling with the families of the 21 precious angels who perished in the tragic Hillside and Arusha Academy fire, Ruto is busy racking up frequent flyer miles. Instead of directing his efforts towards strengthening the school safety system to ensure that such a tragedy does not happen again, Ruto has allowed his henchmen to distract the country with an impeachment motion against his deputy. Instead of addressing the Adani haste and those behind the blatant attempt to take control of key security and strategic infrastructure, Ruto's priority is to capture the opposition. As the government in waiting, we will not allow this, including an impeachment motion against the deputy president, to pass unopposed. And you are seeing Kalonzo Musyoka shared out those photos when they were in Nyeri. Yes, they attended this funeral in Nyeri, where Rigathi also warned. Yes, he warned the Ruto's wing. So here Kalonzo is saying they'll not allow the impeachment. So the question is, does Kalonzo have numbers in Parliament and in the Senate to stop Rigathi's impeachment? The answer is a very big no. Kalonzo has no numbers. Kalonzo, as a lawyer, should be advising Rigathi Gachagua to resign. Because if Rigathi allows himself to be impeached, he'll be blocked from any race. And the person to benefit here will most likely be Kalonzo Musyoka. And you are seeing Kalonzo Musyoka has started embracing Rigathi Gachagua. Yes. Kalonzo is coming out as an opportunistic politician. He sees an opportunity and prematurely grabs that opportunity. His intention right now, I know, even Rigathi Gachagua's team is questioning why Kalonzo is embracing Rigathi now. Instead of advising Rigathi to resign, he's cheating Rigathi that they'll defend him in Parliament against an impeachment. While Kalonzo knows that Ruto alone, even without Azimio, even without ODM, Ruto can command over 200 MPs. So to add with ODM MPs, Kalonzo has to be realistic to Rigathi. If Kalonzo loves Rigathi, he has to tell Rigathi the truth. He has to resign before being impeached. If he's impeached, he'll be blocked from contesting for any seat. So all those noises by Rigathi will be of no use. I want us to put all this into perspective for Kenyans to understand it better. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. In 2007, Kalonzo passed in between Kibaki and Raila Odinga. That's how Kalonzo ended up becoming Kibaki's vice president. So as the president, Kibaki knew Kalonzo was an opportunistic person. That's why when succession came, Kibaki opted not to support Kalonzo Musyoka. And we still remember there was a function, I think in Ukambani, where Kalonzo's allies made some remarks insinuating that William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta were going to be jailed in Hague. So Kalonzo was going to be the candidate. And that also caused some troubles for Kalonzo Musyoka. So Kibaki had him as his vice president, but Kibaki never chose to support Kalonzo Musyoka. Right now, Kalonzo is saying they will defend Rigathi Gachagua. Kalonzo is exposing himself as a very opportunistic leader. And that will also augur very negatively for him, where you can even find Rigathi Gachagua, even if he's blocked from contesting, he may decide not even to support Kalonzo Musyoka. He can decide to support any other candidate but not Kalonzo Musyoka. So Kalonzo has to tread with caution. He should not be an opportunistic person. This will not help him in achieving his political ambition. And then if you look at Kalonzo, I'm seeing that Kalonzo is just declaring that he will work with Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi and William Ruto, they are chips of the same pot. They are chips of the same pot. If Kalonzo believes Ruto is bad, how comes he's working or he intends to work with Rigathi Gachagua? I think that is why Kenyans are not taking Kalonzo Musyoka seriously, because they see him as a person who lacks a stand. If surely is attacking Ruto and he believes Raila made a mistake by joining Ruto, why is he attempting to work or to embrace Rigathi Gachagua? Ruto and Rigathi have let Kenyans down. Assuming now Kalonzo and Rigathi works together, irrespective of who will be the presidential candidate, can they beat Ruto and Raila, assuming Raila also supports Ruto? Kalonzo Rigathi's ticket versus Ruto Raila's ticket, Kenyans will go back to their ethnic cocoons and they'll vote along ethnic lines. Ruto will win very early in the morning because now Kenyans will just go back to their ethnic cocoons. And I don't think the mountain this time around might be all that enthusiastic about going out to vote, because every now and then they have been mobilized along ethnic lines, along emotions and hate, but at the end of the day, they end up regretting why they did vote for the person they were told to vote for. I know Rigathi will try to mobilize them through emotions and such hate that might work against Rigathi Gachagua. So the only way Rigathi and Kalonzo maybe can avenge against Ruto is to support a Gen Z. And when I say a Gen Z, I don't mean Morara. Any Gen Z whether that Gen Z will be Morara or any other Gen Z, Kalonzo and his team to beat Ruto, they must all join efforts to support a Gen Z. If they do that, maybe they can send Ruto home very early in the morning. The only way they can beat Ruto is to support somebody new, not these usual suspects. And if they support somebody new, Ruto most definitely will lose that election very early in the morning. The reason being, Ruto has failed. He has performed dismally. Kenyans, in the event Kalonzo and maybe Rigathi, that team support somebody new, then Kenyans might not vote along ethnic lines. We might only have William Ruto's tribe, but not the entire tribe. A whooping majority of Kenyans will rather support that Gen Z than to support Ruto. But if Kalonzo or Rigathi will be the candidates, Ruto will win in the morning. Let me stop with there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.